Okay, folks, welcome back to another video. In this video, I will be talking about what Sam Altman said about AI and the amount of money that people could make by jumping into AI. So let's watch this video and I'll give you my comments about it after he finished talking. Okay, now this is what I think. Okay, you could leave yours in the comments. And I look at it this way. I've used Chat GTP, Claude, uh, Perplexity, Gronk. What other ones I have? Let me see. I think that covers them. Oh, Gemini. And the ones I use the most is Chat GPT, PT. Yeah. And Gemini. I get rid of Claude. I get rid of Perplexity, and I just don't use them. Now I use Gemini for quick answers. Like anytime that I fix something, whether it's a lawnmower, whether it's a stove, anything that breaks down around the home, I use that Gemini. Okay. Now, if it's Chat GPT, I hate saying, I wish they would come up with another name, but I use that. It's my go-to. I just love that AI. And as far as Gronk, I don't know. It gives you the same thing. Basically, I use that for Twitter, X, whatever it is now, for information on people's comments or their post. But I look at it this way: the only people that are making money with this AI program, obviously, they use it for different areas. I think the general people that are making money with it, not just using it, the people that are making money with it that I've seen are the people that are actually telling you all the updates, what's coming out, and how to use it, and what to use it for. They're educating the public, right? Now, now with Claude, you can use. I mean, every time somebody comes out and tells you, "Hey, you can make money using this program," you have to have a third party come in there and dissect it all. You can't just say, um, "Do X and Y for me," and it will like, "Hey, I'm not programmed to do any of that." And then you got to go to some third party to integrate it into yours, and they always want to charge you some kind of, oh, you got to charge, $20 for this and $20 for that. There, a lot of these are consuming people's finances to try to get them to use it for X and Z, right? I mean, that's just the way it is right now. I don't see the AI. This is me personally talking. I could be wrong, but for what I've used for the last several years since it's come out, it's a easier way to get around the internet. Let's say that I'm having a problem. Like for instance, I was trying to fix my wood splitter, okay, and I showed it these different things to Gemini, right? This is what it's causing. This is what it's doing. Yada yada yada. And it gave me, oh, that's this. I mean, it talks to you like, um, you know that you're paying for it, right? I mean, you wouldn't talk to an average person like that. It always wants to say attaboy and oh, my fault. I don't want it to talk to me like that. Okay, I don't. Just give me the answer in plain English. And I jockeyed around forever, and I would say, no, that doesn't work. It sounds like this. And it would say, oh, yeah, that's probably the answer. It's like, dude, you're only answering just to suffice me into thinking I found the answer, right? Instead of just giving it to me. It's not like somebody that actually works on these products, right? What it's doing is it's quickly searching the internet for anybody that had the same issues, and it could be the same issue. And after spending at least an hour with it, I found out that it wasn't even the issue that it was giving me. Okay. So I think, my personal opinion now, okay, that this AI stuff is way, this years ahead. I mean, to be actually functional. And just like I've said this before with Elon Musk and all this thing he's building, he's getting his spaceship, right? He just went to IPO. Now he's the first trillionaire. I don't like the dude, okay, for myself. All right. He seems like a rational guy, nice guy to hang out with, yada. Seems truthful. But this whole nonsense about going to Mars, that ain't never going to happen in anybody's lifetime, whether you look at it 1,000 years from now. Nobody's going to Mars. Not with the rockets he had. You're going to have something that goes a light year. And even if you get past the Earth, I don't know. I mean, you'd have to have, just like a regular gas station, you can't drive the other side of the country without filling up several times. I mean, can you imagine the massive undertaking it would cost to build a building there? You'd have to ship all the I mean, he's delusional, okay? And everybody thinks that is delusional also. You can comment about that, and there's no way. There's enough space on this earth to populate billions of people, okay? I mean, I just drive out in the suburbs and you can build New York cities, and in every 100 miles. I mean, whatever. I mean, any state, 7, 10 million, 5 million people. I mean, it's easy to build infrastructure for all that in buildings, right? We don't need to go to Mars, all right? There's nothing going to happen to this planet. Nothing. Okay. We've been told, I don't know how old you are, but I've been told ever since I was in grade school that the earth is coming to an end, right? Whether it's an alien invasion, whether it's, the earth is freezing. What was the other one about the hole in the atmosphere? I can't even remember that one. And now we're past the point of global warming. Even the scientists are out with that one. Okay. So no matter what it is, I mean, I think there's 30 different, the earth is going to collapse, whether it's a comet, who knows? I have no idea. But I'm just telling you, I've been around long enough to hear every one of them, and there's always money behind it, right? Whether we're good. I remember in the 70s, they said, oh, we're going to run out of food for too many people, overpopulation. Then they made a movie, Soylent Green. They were grinding up people because there wasn't enough food, right? That ain't happening either. Okay. I'm sure there's a lot of infrastructure problems. There's a lot of transportation issues, whatever, trying to get food to feed the masses, right? But if you live in, whether it's Europe or United States or Mexico, you can live off a fraction of your property. You can grow on your patio whatever you want. You won't be able to get beef or chicken or that type of thing. But anybody with an acre of land, even a quarter acre, a city postal size lot can, develop enough food to feed their family if worse came to worse, right? So listen, I've done that. Okay. I got so much canned foods that it's ridiculous. I mean, I'm only using a small piece of my property for that. So to do AI to say, oh, there's going to be billionaires with 10 people or a billionaire with one sure. I mean, even when IPO went out, there was how many billionaires from this SpaceX that came out from that when they were investing in it, right? And it's going to be a total collapse. So write this down. The people are going to lose their rear ends on this SpaceX deal. Tesla, they've lost money for the last 4 years with this electric cars. General Motors, Honda, I seen the other day with the electrical cars that they want to come out. They lost $15 billion. General Motors canned some of their divisions making electric cars. It's not practical. Okay. A lot of this stuff, and what Sam Altman is saying, yeah, he's, a billionaire, right? He wants to he's putting a data center in Michigan that people voted against it and they sued him, right? And the governor's all behind that. She's insulting the average public, whatever. It's a bigger plan. Thousands of these data centers. There's a different plan for that. What's going on? But getting back to the AI, you can use it. You can make up videos for a customer, right? and say, here's a short video about the average promotion coming up, right? If they, let's say if they're selling donuts and it's a weekend where they're going to have a special donut, you can make a video using Gronk with the image of this business and some fake characters and sell it back to that person for, whatever you want to make out of whatever they're willing to give you for it, maybe 50 or $100. Post it on their Facebook page and whatever. It's cute. Okay. You can make videos. I know AI with the music industry. I was telling somebody the other day, I use that quite a bit. I have a subscription because I make my own music because that's what I want to listen to. Okay. I don't want to listen to the radio or pay for subscription to Spotify and them give me what they think I should want to hear. So I make up my own music. That's practical, right? But I can't use it to go out there and make $1 billion with it. I think what's going to happen is the creators of AI music are going to be the ones that are going to be getting awards later on. The artists, unless they do live programs, they're not going to make any money. Same with this movie industry. These AIs developing these movie characters and plots and all these other things. Sure, they're gonna make money that way. They're gonna make movies pretty soon at a few $1,000,000 that would cost 500 million years ago. Yeah, I see a practicality, and yeah, you might make a few billionaires for that. But I'm talking about the average guy, the guy that's 50 and over, who's got maybe another 30 years to live or whatever. Well, how is he going to use this to feed his family, to pay his bills, to fund, in car insurance and, his utility bills and that happen every day? If he doesn't have some kind of 401k or some retirement from his business or whatever, from a company he worked at, in the menial amount he gets from Social Security, I just don't see an average person making money off this, and unless they're able to teach it. If you can teach AI programs to the common Joe, yeah, you're going to make some money, but it ain't going to be $1 billion. If you use that for helping out with your business or trying to plan a budget for your home, sure, all these things, yeah, I can understand that. But to actually make $5, $6, $7,000 a month by using one of these Claudes or these programs like that, I think at this point in time, within the next 7 years, I think several years, I shouldn't say seven, it's not a practicality. Okay, it's not practical. So I'm not trying to be a doomsayer, but I'm just saying, whether robots are going to take over your jobs. The robots been taking over jobs since the 70s, right? Robots been taking over jobs that, remember the old policeman used to stand in the corner and hold a sign, stop, go, stop. Now you got an AI program with cameras that are traffic cams that allow traffic to come and go. Them things been around for years, okay? So, they don't, these little things that are out now, yeah, we're using them every day, okay? But to have a robot coming in and taking over your job, like it can actually do the things that you do, I don't see it. I don't see it in average mechanical jobs that people need to put the widgets together. I mean, they keep saying that, but nobody's bringing one out. I just don't see it. I don't see it this year, next year, year after that. Some of these can't even stand up and walk, let alone, yeah, they do a little dancing and they do flips and all this stuff. But to use them in everyday occurrence, that's wishful thinking. Okay, it is. I mean, we've come a long ways, but I remember in the 70s they said we were going to be driving in spaceships, and here it is, what, 50 years later? I don't know. Do the math. We don't have we still driving on four wheels like we did during the Stone Age, right? So yeah, I think since the 1850s, between the train and the automobile, yeah, we've made a lot of advancements, okay, but to say we're going to be outdated by a robot that looks like us. And that's another thing. Why are they making robots that look like humans? Make a robot that does a specific job. Make it tuned to that. Okay. Like a lot of these robots in these auto manufacturers, they can pick up a hood. They're just one arm. That's all they do. That's all they do is pick up, a hood or a door and put it into place. Okay. Or they do a little welding or whatever. They don't have one robot as a human doing what they a human does, right? There's just no way. So that's my outlook on Sam Altman's. Yeah, like I say, I agree with him. There's going to be a few people that are making billions of dollars, but for the general public, you're better off to find a trade that people will use. Okay, I don't see a robot mowing somebody's lawn. They got them little ones that do mow lawns, but feasibly for the average person, you might have a multi-millionaire having a robot out there trimming his hedges or whatever, but I don't think he's going to be taking over a maid's job. But anyways, so that's my perspective on it. I hope you guys found some kind of value in it. If you want to leave a comment, I appreciate you. We'll have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next video. Bye now.